Hello. Today I will let you into a bit of a secret, a bit of a confession time per se. I have a little secret that I used to use to make my life better, to make me a better person. It all started in my high school. I was living in dormitory and my roommate back in the day, no shade at all, I'm so sorry, but no shade. But my roommate back in the days, he played basketball almost like all day. He spent like 4 to 5 hours playing basketball, and then he came back to the dormitory, lie on his bed, like kind of like it's like a old man, but he was young. Of course, we are all young. And then he put up his computer and just started like aimlessly watching like TV shows or movies on his laptop until he knocked out at night to go to sleep. And the next morning he watched some more of this and then go play basketball with his friends. And then spend all his time there, get real sweaty and come back and do the same thing, repeat when he had free times that he's not doing school. And when he's doing school, he's not paying attention to school because all his friends were not paying attention to school. All his friends are playing basketball and trying to beat each other in basketball. That's pretty much what they work for in their entire life. And unfortunately, they can never become NBA players or important players because they're not tall enough or they don't have the physical capacity to actually be a basketball athlete, but it's just playing that for the plain fun of life. When I was surrounded by people like this, I feel like I was very stagnant in my life. I feel like there's no way I can move out of my shell. I actually fell into a deep desperation. And some would say depression. I wouldn't say depression, but it's a sense of hopelessness. I feel in a great darkness that I never want to revisit again in my entire life. Because I was surrounded by people like this that doesn't have dream or hope. They just spend their day doing mundane things and they are entirely okay with doing so. At least it seems like it, right? Now the issue with surrounding yourself with these people is actually these people are the average people. Yeah, if you are naturally like just walking around and being around a random group of people, they're probably these kind of people. Even in like high school anywhere, you go to a Canadian high school, you go to an American high school, you go to a high school in UK, most of the kids are just joking around. They're having a good time. They don't think about what they want to do in life. They think about it, they dream about it, they don't have a plan written down. They don't work towards that goal. They just say, one day I'll become a millionaire. One day I'll become a Bitcoin millionaire. I'll make so much money on the internet. I'll become a content creator. I'll make YouTube videos. But they never do it. It's because, like how many times have you heard someone saying they want to learn coding and start building their own websites, building their own business? They never end up doing it because for them it's just a saying. They don't actually want it that bad. To be with their friends, be surrounded with everyday mundane people is enough for them. So they don't change, they don't improve. And when I graduated high school and I moved to university, I started to think about this because in university, the same kids grew up and they went to university. So it's similar kind of people. They're unambitious, they don't have a lot of dreams and hopes, they don't work towards their dreams and hopes, even if they have one, and they get stuck in life. They might get good grades, they might get decent grades, but it doesn't represent much because they're following a life path that someone else has written for them, their parents have decided for them, and their school system have promoted it so that they feel, oh my god, this is desirable, I want to be a doctor as well. Although they don't really want to save people, I want to be a lawyer. Also, they really don't really understand why they want to be a lawyer. So the issue is these people work towards their goal without even understanding it, right? But I realized this when I'm surrounded with friends that are like that, I become like that. When I'm surrounded with friends that are ambitious, powerful, and they're doing their own work, and they're being independent thinkers, and they're taking actual action in their life to improve their life circumstances, I become like them. That's interesting, right? I didn't feel like I was making much of a change, but just because I changed my friend group, I changed the kind of people I surround myself with, I stopped hanging out with the people that kind of made me feel stagnant. I started hanging out with people that feel like they're actually doing active stuff and they're actually impacting the surroundings around them. They're impacting the environment. They're actively getting new part-time jobs, volunteer positions. They're actively pursuing student leadership. They're actively pursuing academic excellence, going to different labs, becoming teaching assistants. These people are ambitious. They're actually doing their stuff, and I am amazed by them. I say, maybe I can be like them. Maybe I was a trash before, like everyone else. I was sitting back, doing nothing in my life. But just because I'm hanging out with these people, I realize I'm naturally gonna be more like them now. Naturally, I'm gonna be doing kind of similar things they're doing, and then just by that effect itself, it has improved my life so much. That made me feel so happy to have people that I can surround myself with that are the kind of people I want to be. So by changing your friend group, by changing your people you surround yourself with, by maybe leaving your parents, sometimes that helps because maybe your parents are the stagnant ones, right? By getting outside of your immediate comfort zone of the people that are the everyday average and actively pursuing friendship or apprenticeship or courtship or being co-workers with the people you actually want to be with the people you actually admire, that actually has a huge effect in how successful your life is. So that's one little secret I have on how I improve myself. And I think it's one of the easiest things to do because you think about other self-improvement tips. For example, doing like ice shower, that's gonna be incredibly tough to implement. And going to gym, for the beginner, it's very hard to implement. But I think changing friends slowly, gradually towards the more desirable people you really want to become, that's actually not that hard in comparison to all the other things you can do to improve your life outcomes. And I think everyone can do this because you have social mobility now. You can surround yourself even through the internet and get to know like new people that are outside your immediate family or immediate community. It's possible to reach out to the people you actually want to become and learn from them, to learn specific skills, specific crafts from these people. And not even active learning. You can just, even if you're feeling lazy, which a lot of people do, you can hang around them and then just slowly but surely absorb what makes them special, what makes their brain so fascinating, what makes their action behavior so fascinating, what makes their life outcomes so good. And you can copy that. You can use it and incorporate it in your own life. That's the beauty of it. That's my secret. Thank you so much. Change your immediate friend group and then get to know people that you actually want to become and hang around them. And by default, just being around them, you'll be so much better. Thanks so much. See you soon.